Thank you so much for asking about the eyes. So the eyes are such an important place, especially when it comes to traditional Chinese medicine, as well as the eyes are governed by the liver meridian, and it's all a part of the wood element. But when you think of the eyes, there's a lot of emotional correlation there. The first thing being the fear of seeing the truth, right? So when you start to think about what the truth is in life for you specifically, your soul truth, it's about bringing that soul truth out. And sometimes this fear is around knowing that you might be in some sort of misalignment, whether it's the people around you, the circumstances you're in, maybe it is the career that you're in, a very specific life area, right? And we have many different life areas. So it could be a very highly inconvenient, painful truth that you just aren't allowing yourself to see at this point in time. The other thing that happens with the eyes has to do with chronic stress. So this could also be an imbalance in your stress threshold. It could be set really, really high, which is very common for a lot of highly ambitious women. But the thing is, they start getting eye pain, that dull ache behind the eyes, and sometimes blurry vision because the stress threshold is just at its max. It's at its tipping point to where it is a little bit too much. The other aspect of the eyes, though, also has to do with avoidance. So if you're avoiding specific emotions, most notably anger or any shade of anger like resentment or betrayal, anything to that nature, it does show up in the eyes. But the eyes also represent our future and our vision and what we can see within our goals and how we want to bring that into life. So if you're having a hard time connecting with your future self, your future goals, if you're having a hard time connecting even just with your own personal truth, it can be really hard to see how all of that is going to play out in life. It can also be with a little bit of limiting beliefs too, like we've gone over emotions, but could also be a limiting belief that there is no light at the end of the tunnel, right? There is nothing better coming, those sort of things. We have very specific sayings for very specific reasons, and our body will often hold on to them in different places. So we did talk about vision a little bit, but also if you're a visionary in life, you do things differently and you want to bring in a new way of looking at life or a new type of business or anything to that nature, or create a life just different from, say, your nuclear family. This can be something that is really difficult, breaking free of those old patterns, and especially when it comes to things like anger of the past or unprocessed emotions like that. It can be difficult to really bring that into fruition. So the eyes also represents how clear you are in life, how much clarity you also have. So I would love to know if this makes sense to you and if any of these things resonate as what you're dealing with in this current moment in time. Would love to hear from you. Thank you.